Hey, welcome back. You ready to cook with the KingFish? We got a special meal for you today. So before I show you what the meal is, I want to give you a bit of a background as to why I'm making it. So the KingFish and I took a restaurant experience by our cousin Michelle, and one of the things that they served on this restaurant experience was a Tom Kha Gai, which is basically a chicken coconut soup, and it was absolutely remarkable. So I told myself, now that I know what it tastes like, I've seen it before, but now I know what it tastes like, I think I can make this. And so today is my very first attempt at trying to do so. Will I be successful? We'll leave that up to the KingFish to decide. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today, Tom Kha Gai, chicken coconut soup. Let me show you what I'm working with. Okay, so for starters, let me show you what our fresh ingredients are. We've got some kaffir lime leaves, some cilantro, we've got some red peppers, we've got some mushrooms, we've got some green onions and cilantro, we've got some lime, we've got some shallots, we've got some lemongrass, and you see it's all beat up. I'll tell you about that in a second. And then we've got what most people would think is ginger, but it's not. That's galangal. It's kind of like ginger's other cousin. You remember, what was it, Gilligan's Island? Y'all remember ginger? This is Marianne. Yeah. All right, and then we also have, we got a little bit of tamarind paste. We've got a little bit of fish sauce. We've got a little bit of sugar. It'll all make sense soon. And then I've got up some chicken breasts. You can also use chicken thighs, would probably be more juicier and more tender. I also have about 1.5 cups of coconut milk. Now I mentioned a minute ago about the lemongrass. If you've never had lemongrass, I guarantee first of all that you have, you just didn't know what it was. But it smells amazing. It smells like lemongrass, duh. But if you really want to release the essence that lays within the lemongrass, you've got to beat it up a little bit and crack that outer shell. Let me show you what I mean. The best way to do it is to take the back of your knife. You don't want to cut it, you literally want to beat it up. Put on your cutting board, and you want to just so it busts open a little bit. You're not trying to cut it, you're trying to bruise it. You're trying to release those natural oils. When you get some lemongrass, smell it before you beat it up, and then smell it after you beat it up. Guaranteed, it's going to make a big difference. Now, galangal. It's more fibrous, more woody than ginger. If it's sliced thin enough, I guess you could chew on it, but this is more to infuse flavor, same as the lemongrass. Tom Kha Gai it's an infused coconut chicken soup. Whatever you put in there is going to be infused into the coconut milk, and it just, it is absolutely wonderful. The kaffir lime leaves, okay? You can smell these. Let me put this knife down before I hurt somebody. I am somebody. Kaffir lime leaves, if you smell them straight off after you pick them, there's a hint of scent there. But if you break them up or you rip them, that scent comes right on through. That's going to be released into the soup, okay? Not really, also another thing, not really meant to be chewed on, although you can. Some people slice them up really thin and just leave them in the soup. I don't mind eating them, but not everybody does. Sometimes they can be quite tough and fibrous. So this is another infusion. We've got the galangal and we've got the lemongrass, okay? We've got one of my favorite herbs, cilantro. If ginger is galangal's cousin, cilantro is cilantro's cousin, once removed. For soups, cilantro is the way to go. For that infused flavor, culantro is the way to go. I normally reserve my cilantro for the top as a garnish and a little fresh popness or a fresh pop of freshness. Well, I said that. Say that, a fresh pop of freshness. I did it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and your shallots, you wanna beat them up a little bit too. Just bruise them. You could slice them if you want to, but if you just beat them up and put them inside of the soup, it will infuse. Come on, say it with me. Infuse. Okay, so first things first, I've got a pot of water on there. There's probably about 4 cups or so of water, just plain water, not adding anything to it at all in terms of seasoning. But I am adding all of my lemongrass. Just drop it in the water. All of my kaffir lime leaves that I'm going to rip or bruise before putting them in there. Believe it or not, you can already smell the flavor. I'm going to put in my culantro. I should have got some more of that because I really like culantro. That lemongrass and those kaffir lime leaves are everything. And I'm going to let this simmer. This is a simmering soup. You don't want it rapidly boiling. You want enough heat in your water or your stock so that the flavors and the aromas of what we just put in the pot begin to permeate and build a flavor profile. I'm going to take my shallots, and because I already got rid of my cutting board, I'm just going to cut them up a little bit, and I'm going to throw them in the water as well. Now, those of you who are Thai or have experience making Tom Kha Gai, please, when you're watching this recipe, let me know what I could do differently. I've never watched anyone make it. I'm going strictly off my taste buds and what I remember. Now, with that being said, I'm going to toss my galangal in here, my galangal inside as well. And I'm just going to let this come up to the boil. So we've got the galangal, the kaffir lime leaves, the lemongrass, the shallots, the culantro, some cilantro, all in the water. I'm just going to bring it to a simmer and let those flavors just steep and start to build our flavor profile. I'm not going to put anything else in there just yet, and I'll tell you why. Okay, this is the best way for me to explain it to you. Remember when you went to Grandma's house and nobody made food like Grandma? The flavors were there, and you always remember her always being in the kitchen? Like everybody else is having a good time, but Grandma's in the kitchen throwing down. The flavor, the aromas, everything begin to saturate everybody that is in the house, and they say, oh man, I can't wait to eat. You know why? Because Grandma cooks slowly. This dish is not a dish for those of you in a hurry. It's still not as long as it takes me to make my pho, specifically my oxtail pho. I'll show you how to make that one day as well. That is, I have to have you sign a non-disclosure agreement because I can't let you know how to really make that. That's next level. Anyway, Grandma took her time. She didn't measure much. Notice in what I showed you earlier, I didn't give you measurements. I showed you what was on the plate. If you like lemongrass, put in more lemongrass. If you like kaffir lime leaves, put in more kaffir lime leaves. If you like galangal, put in more galangal. If you like it spicy, add more peppers. If you like it salty, hold up on the salt. The fish sauce and the tamarind paste is going to give you that flavor that you want to. Also, the galangal has a citrus flavor compared to ginger, which has a more peppery flavor. So galangal, I would argue, is a little less spicy and a little more fruity, if that makes sense. So cook this dish slowly. Nothing comes to a boil. If you boil your coconut milk, it may separate. That is not good. Here's your tip. Take your time. And the longer this stuff steeps, the better it will taste. Got it? Get it? great. Now, traditionally, oyster mushrooms are used. Not exclusively, but get whatever mushroom you like. But they're not going to go in until, well, basically the last minute, because you don't want them to get stringy and tough and so forth. So the mushrooms are going to go in the last 7, 8-ish minutes before you're done. The lime, we're going to squeeze this lime into the stock almost at the last minute as well to give that freshness, that extra kick of citrus. Do we need it? No. Do we want it? Yes. Let's talk about the chicken. Typically for a slow cooked chicken dish, I would typically steer you in the direction of a chicken thigh. It can hold up to the heat, takes a little longer to cook than the chicken breast. As a result, I'm not going to put my chicken breast in until the last 10 minutes or so. So it's just barely cooked through, making sure that it is at least 165 degrees inside the chicken, in the innermost thicker part of the chicken, to make sure that it is cooked all the way through, but it doesn't turn to leather. You ever had chicken that when you took a bite of it, it was stringy and kind of tough, a little more chewy than what you desired? It's because it was overcooked. Once it hits 165 degrees, pull it out. It's still, after you pull it out of the heat, it's still going to cook a little bit. So I would say pull it out at about 163 degrees, 162 degrees, and let it sit. You don't want to cut directly into your meat anyway, so it needs a resting period. About 5 to 7 minutes will be good. Okay? Here's another tip. If you're cooking in a small kitchen, such as I have here in Bangkok, you have to stay tidy and clean. In culinary school, one of the things that we did that made life so much easier was do something called mise en place. Put everything in its place. Everything you need for this recipe, set it aside and have it ready to use, so all you have to do is reach. All your cutting should be done. All of your seasonings should be out. All of your herbs should be out. Your meat, if you're going to cut it, should be cut already. So literally, you were just picking up from your mise en place and putting it into your dish. Clean as you go. Nobody wants a dirty kitchen. All right, let's take a look and see if our stock is starting to simmer a little bit yet. Side note, guess what I made today? Well, I made a sticky toffee pudding. Yeah, it's an English dish, a UK dish, whatever. It was pretty good. Made my own caramel sauce, sticky toffee cake. I could still taste it. For those of you who weren't briefed, the KingFish is now back in school. What does that mean? It means that when I bake, if I feel like it, I will show you what I'm making. Today is not one of those days because I already made my sticky toffee pudding and my Bakewell tart. I could do without the Bakewell tart, although the KingFish seemed to like it. That sticky toffee pudding, alroy mark. Okay, as you see, we're starting to simmer a little bit in here. And it smells like someone just set off a gazillion air fresheners in this condo. Lemon, lime, cilantro. I like the smell of it, sorry. At any rate, you see the steam starting to develop. All of those flavors that were released inside of us crushing the lemongrass and the galangal and the shallot and the cilantro and what am I missing, and my kaffir lime leaves, all of that is now starting to be infused inside the water. No, we're not just going to use water. The coconut milk is going to come in handy a little bit later on. I'm going to let this go for about another 10 to 15 minutes so I can extract all of that flavor, all those natural oils and aroma from these herbs. And then we're going to add the chicken. We're going to let that go for a little bit. We're going to add our tamarind sauce, our fish sauce, and then we will almost be finished. Take your time. The slower you boil this, or let this simmer, not boil, the slower you simmer this, the better it's going to taste. Now again, I haven't made this before, but I can tell you one thing right off the bat. it smells like I'm doing it right. When you cook, cook with your heart. Forget recipes. What flavors do you want to taste? Now, if you're trying to duplicate a recipe, yes, it helps to have a recipe so that you can duplicate the process and get the same result every time. Me, I'm not one of those type chefs. I cook how I feel. I cook what I want to taste. If I want a more citrus taste, I add more citrus. If I want more of a kick, a heat, and a spice to it, I add more chilies. It's that simple. Cooking is forgiving. Baking is not. Cooking, you use your heart. Baking, you better use your math skills. Big difference. Unless you're making bread. Bread's pretty easy to do. You know what? Maybe I will do that next time. Maybe I will show you how I make my breads. Maybe a challah bread, and then show you how I let that sit for a day or two to where it almost starts to get stale. I slice it and use it to make a challah French toast that is stuffed and then maybe drizzled with a bananas Foster sauce. And I'm getting ahead of myself, but you see where I'm going. Stay tuned. We've got a whole lot more coming on this show. But for now, back to our Tom Kha Gai. Okay, you see how that is boiling? It's going a little bit too fast for me, so I'm going to turn it down from a medium-high to a medium. My stove is a bit temperamental. Yours might be too, and you'll have to find that sweet spot. But so I don't want all of that fizzy bubble. I don't want that at all. I want a nice, slow simmer so that when I poach my chicken breast, it's going to cook softly and it's going to maintain its tenderness and its delicateness. The other thing that you want to get used to doing is tasting as you go, right? It smells great in here, but how does it taste? Remember, I've only used the water and my herbs. So what does it need? I'm going to take a spoon and I just want to taste. At this point, it's really just a vegetable broth, but I want to see what flavors it needs and if maybe I want to reconsider whether or not I add salt or not. The reason why I seemed hesitant before is because fish sauce is a good alternative for the salt. That tastes like lemon water. In fact, ooh, you add some ice to that, let this cool off, add some ice to it. That would make a good base for a lemonade or a limeade or a lemon limeade. Huh, who knew? But it does need a little bit of salt. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons, or I'm sorry, 2 teaspoons. Ooh, 2 tablespoons would be quite a bit. 2 teaspoons of salt in there, just to kind of wake it up a little bit. I don't want to add too much because you can always add more later if you need to, but it's hard to take it out. It's possible, but it's hard to do. All right, so now that this is simmering, I'm going to stir it and let that salt get in there a little bit and really flavor this broth because this chicken is going in as is and it needs to be able to suck up whatever flavors are inside the broth already. Also, if you're going to taste, don't double dip the spoon, okay? Get a new spoon or wash the one off that you're using. Don't be nasty. Don't do it. With that being said, hold on. I'm going to taste my stock again now that I put the salt in it because I'm about to add, well, let's see if I need to. Well, we're getting somewhere now. Okay. But because it's still not really what I want in a flavored stock, I'm going to go ahead and add my tamarind sauce. And I got probably a good 3 to 4 tablespoons of this in here. And I'm going to add it all in the water. Okay? I probably should have did this before I added salt, but I didn't. It's okay. Then I'm going to add all of my fish sauce, about the same amount. I'm going to let these simmer. I'm going to stir it up, and then of course, I'll have to taste again, but I don't mind. I don't mind and I don't mind. That's Lionel Richie, y'all. Y'all too young. Y'all don't know about that. All right, let's see. That's what was missing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, I got to move quickly because the KingFish says that it's hot in here. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sugar. Trust me, just add it. Just add it. It's not going to make it sweet. And then we're going to add our chicken breast and or chicken thighs. And immediately that chicken begins to turn white because that heat begins cooking it already. Nice, slow simmer. I'm not in a hurry. Take your time. Okay, now, if you were smart, while your chicken stock or your soup is simmering, you would have cleaned up your kitchen so that when this last part gets done, it's almost time to eat. So it's been simmering now for about 10-15 minutes. I've added the chicken. I'm now going to take my lime and I'm going to squeeze my lime juice into the water. And you might think to yourself, wow, that's a lot of citrus that he's put in there. That coconut milk is going to balance all of that out. Don't worry. Put it in there. Trust me. Well, if this doesn't come out, you'll never see this video. Trust me. Trust me. All right, so I'm squeezing in my lime juice. Make sure you don't get any seeds, like I may have just done. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to give it one last stir. And because we are almost done, I'm going to go ahead and drop in my mushrooms, my green onion, my cilantro. Oh wait, not yet. I almost forgot. I've got to add the coconut milk. Now I want you to... I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts, dee-dee-dee-dee. There they are, standing in a row. The KingFish has joined me in song in the other room. Now, back to the show. So, let me show you something. You see how we've got that slow simmer there? Yeah, the soup is just about done. But the reason why we want a slow simmer is because if that is too hot, the oils in your coconut milk will separate. It'll still taste good, but it won't be as pretty. Now, I don't know if I'm going to need to add more coconut milk in here or not. We will see. Coconut cream could work, but you don't want this too thick. Well, at least, yeah, it's not like a gravy. It's not like a sauce. It's a soup. So I'm going to let that go. And then I'm going to take everything else and I'm just going to put it in there. Put it in there. Now, you'll notice I held on to the chilies. The KingFish isn't a big fan. But because this is a cream-based soup or a coconut milk-based soup, I'm going to break it in half, or at least bruise it. I'm going to drop it in there. That coconut milk is actually going to tame that down. Boom. It's in there. It's in there. And now we just let it steep until the mushrooms are done, and then we will be ready to plate. Now, I had some leftover wild grain rice. I'm going to serve on the side of this. And, well, I'll show you what it looks like here momentarily. Now, one final test. before we plate. You know, just to make sure it is exactly like I want it to be. If I need to add anything, now is the time to do it. Yeah, I do wish it was a little thicker. So maybe next time I will entertain using the coconut cream, or at least maybe half and half, just so the soup, it's a soup, it's not a stew, so it's okay if it's a thin broth. The flavor is definitely there. I'm going to shut the plate off, or shut the stove off, and plate it up, get some fresh cilantro and green onions to top, and show you what the finished product looks like. You've been cooking with the KingFish, once and again. Watch this. All right, let's go ahead and plate this bad boy up. Now, before I put anything in this bowl, typically I would want a bowl or plate contrasting in color from the soup. Putting white soup in a white bowl, it's not really my style, but because I don't have any colored bowls yet, it is what it is. So we're gonna take this, and we're gonna scoop it out, and we're just gonna go right down the middle of the bowl. Oh man, I can't wait to get into this. Be intentional with your plating. I'm doing two things here. I'm trying to scoop out a lot of the veg that typically people will not eat, although they might like to chew on it. I'm trying to take that out as I scoop. Oh, this smells amazing. Hopefully the queenfish will like this. I'm gonna go back after I put this in here and take out all the large pieces of the lemongrass. Put a little bit more on here. Oh man, look at that color. Mushrooms, chicken, galangal, cilantro, culantro, lime. In my case, peppers. I didn't give any to the queenfish. All right, I'll leave a little bit there just in case. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a pair of tongs, and then I am gonna take out all these large pieces. The flavor is in there. There's no need for them to stay in there. Yeah, you could cut them up smaller and leave them in there, but the queenfish is a texture person. And if she doesn't like the texture, she will not eat it. So I've learned not to keep it in there. And she'll eat it. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, white plate, it's not the prettiest. And because it's not the prettiest, it needs a little more color, right? So just take a little bit of cilantro, put it right there on top. I love cilantro. You should too. Why? Because if it's good enough for the kingfish, it's good enough for you. Now, mine, this one, still needs a little bit more color. So I'm going to take my chilies, boop. And then I'm going to take my other chili and put it here, boop. And there we have it. Tom Kha Gai. Chicken coconut soup, Thai style.
Ooh, it's pretty. Hold on. Ooh. Is that lime?
There is lime.
Oh man.
What?
Cilantro?
Cilantro, chai.
That's the main overpowering smell.
Overpowering?
Yes, like I don't know if I'm...
Or the dominant smell?
Okay, dominant.
Yeah, overpowering means it's too much.
Oh, okay. Not overpowering. It's dominant. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna taste this part. Wow. It's almost. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Sorry.
Mayday.
That was good.
Camera, so I can sit down and eat too.
That was good. It tastes. It has like a nice Oh, like I guess it's from the lime. Like it just has like the right amount of
Citrus?
pizzazz.
Oh, pizzazz.
Pizzazz. Let me taste the chicken. Let's see how tender.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
You happy?
I was about to talk with the food in my mouth, but it's good. It's tender, it's juicy. And it absorbed the flavor.
I was worried at first because I didn't season the chicken at all.
It absorbed.
broth
Oh my
just
gosh.
Permeates the chicken.
Oh my gosh. Come here, I need to slap you.
Oh my. Can't put that on camera. Think I'm gonna need security?
Okay, sorry. I gotta go ahead. But I see you had mushrooms. Green onion. Wait, what's this?
You got galangal. You know what?
What's galangal?
Taste galangal. It's like It's like ginger, but it's more citrus than peppery, like ginger.
Let me see.
But matter of fact, describe it to the people because
I don't know. I thought it was a potato. To be honest with you, that's what it looked like. Looks like a potato. If potatoes had smell, well, potatoes have a little bit of smell. I can't really tell if it has its own smell because of the lime. Very crispy, but I can see why it's in the ginger family.
Okay.
Because there's that flavor like the ginger where it's, you almost want to say minty, but it's not mint. It's
Like a freshness, a citrus freshness.
Yeah.
Would you pick it out next time? You would. Oh.
because now towards the end,
Okay.
it's like eating. Now it's like a lime. It's like really sour at the end.
Okay. So
Oh.
take that out.
I'm not gonna
Next
eat any
time.
more of that.
Okay.
Hold on, the broth would make up for it. Okay, that helped. Don't eat that one. I mean, well, you know what? I won't say that. Everybody has a different palate, so somebody else might like it. You might like it. But it was towards the end where it's like, oh.
Okay.
It was like, ugh.
So I think next time maybe I'll pull it out. You were going in there. All right, I'm gonna taste mine now. Are you done? Okay. All right. Kapunaka.
The only one thing I would say, maybe a little more of the pizzazz, because that pizzazz is good.
What pizzazz? What do you
The
want?
pizzazz, like
More citrus, more limey, more lemongrass?
lemongrass.
More lemongrass. Okay.
But this is good. Really good.
Is it heavy? Do you feel like it's a nice light? Oh, wait.
Wait.
I forgot.
Is that a lime leaf? Is this a lime leaf?
It is.
Ah,
It is.
I'm not gonna eat the lime leaf.
I forgot your favorite part.
He's adding some rice, people.
Now try it.
I mean, it's the broth is gonna give the rice flavor.
Don't mix it up.
Well, because
Keep
I
it
like,
pretty.
but I like the broth.
Did that do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is good. This is
Yeah.
really good. Like, yeah, you did that.
Did I do it?
You did.
Did I do it though?
You did.
Tell
You
people
did
I
though.
did.
I mean, he really did it. Like, listen,
Tell people I did.
listen. I don't think I need my glasses anymore. I need to see what I'm eating.
Wow. All right, that's enough for you. All right, I'm gonna see what it tastes like from my palate. Now that it's been sitting and had the chance to absorb all the flavors, Let's see what it tastes like. That broth is everything. Wow. And it did thicken up a little more than I thought it would. So maybe I'll leave it just like it is. Let me taste the chicken.
You're going to be proud of yourself.
I'm going to be proud of myself with the chicken.
Told you. Told you.
All right,
told you.
Mark.
I told you.
I told you. Now, so Shane Winnie isn't here, but it's got way too much green onions and cilantro and culantro in it. She wouldn't like it, so I'm gonna have hers. Okay, where is the galangal? I'm gonna try to
Yes, I want to see what you think about
taste
it.
that for myself.
What do you call it again?
Galangal? Galangal?
Galangal. I have one in here if you want mine.
Yeah, let me check, because I don't...
There you go.
Well, let me taste this with the rice too. See if that makes a difference.
Found it.
This is good.
Here, try this.
Okay. Now, so I can describe to you what the galangal tastes like.
Keep
Too
chewing.
woody. Too fibrous.
Keep chewing though. It's towards the end.
Maybe if you shave it, cut it a lot thinner, wouldn't be as bad. There's a lot going on. A little hint of peppery at the end. I don't mind it. But because this is a delicate soup, it's too hard to be in the soup.
Definitely too hard.
So I think shaving it, oh, I like that flavor though. Shaving it super thin may solve that problem. Or a very small dice. Yeah, I don't mind it all. Oh, let me taste the mushroom.
I actually ate my mushrooms. I'm eating them.
The KingFish ate her mushrooms,
I'm still eating
and she doesn't like mushrooms.
Sure
She
don't.
liked these. All right, video's long enough. Thank you for cooking with the KingFish again. Go out and try it.
This one's good, y'all.
Cook with your heart, not a recipe.
Aw. You always cook with your heart for me.
Anyone can cook. Until next time.
You're gonna have to teach me how to cook.
Join us on the next episode
You said anybody can cook.
when you do cooking with the KingFish.
Oh Lord. I need to prepare mentally. Maybe a couple of weeks from now.
So, all right, you guys. Y'all be good. Till next time.
I can bake, just can't cook.
You can do both. You can cook.
I can survive. Like I don't burn rice, you know. But then again, we're talking about rice here.
Yeah, you'd be surprised when people can't cook rice. And while we're on the subject, 1 part rice, 2 part
parts
water.
water.
Cook it slowly. Give yourself at least half an hour to do it correctly. Yes, you can do a rice cooker. But why?
I
Why?
don't like it in a rice cooker.
I don't mind it, but it's all right, y'all. Till the next episode.
Well, I won't say I don't like